А-а-а. 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 А-а-Б. А, нет, стоп, я уже пробовал Б.
У тебя есть ручка записывать?
У
тебя есть ручка записывать?
У
тебя есть ручка записывать? У тебя есть ручка записывать? У тебя есть ручка записывать?
А-а-а. 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 А-а-Б. А-а-а. А-а-Б. А, нет, стоп, я уже пробовал Б. У тебя есть ручка? Записывать. 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 Так, всем привет, мы сейчас в эфире, смотрим в записи, это продолжение, мы шелся по... И сегодня будем продолжать. Привет, Вася, привет, Куздра. 5:39, много. Давайте... Запустим игру. Давайте... Запустим игру. Игру запустим, давайте. Ладно, пока игра запускается, мы откроем YouTube. А, у нас запустился пар. Дайте мне, пожалуйста, Portal 2. Так, давайте Прекрасно, у нас уже сирена сходу. P2SR. Давайте найдем на ютубе плейлист, который мы смотрим. Давайте найдем там... А что мы найдем? Давайте переключимся на игру, она у нас уже запустилась. Точно, мы прошли 3 GLs. 3 GLs. 3 GLs. 3 gels. 3 gels. Наверное. И теперь нам нужно проходить тест.
It's a pretty long map.
Так. Вернемся в начало. И что у нас в игре? Что, какой... Зачем вообще эта штука нужна? Давайте... Загрузим наше последнее сохранение. И увидим что-то совершенно не то, что мы ожидаем увидеть. Ну да, это немножечко... Это немножечко другое сохранение. Ладно, давайте мы включим Fulbright. Так. Немножечко другое сохранение. Если нужно вспомнить, как нам нужно проходить 3 gels. Оно не работает, его пропатчили. Все. Все. Пока нас не было, все, пропатчили. Все, пропатчили. Нам нужно дойти до карты, которую мы сейчас будем проходить. А тут пропатчили супер Portal. Я не знаю, что делать. Так. Что-то мы слишком высоко взлетели. По-моему, я слишком много этих сделал. Я не помню, сколько их делать надо было. А у меня записано? Так, подожди. Где мои записи? Кажется, я забыл записи в машине. Так, Secret Panel, Pit Flinks. Column Blocker. Turret Sabotage. Polygon Intro, Crazy Box, Lemonade. Lemonade написано, что его 14 раз надо. Это в конце нужно орать «Oh my fucking god». Так, здесь что написано? Здесь написано, сколько лага создают 10 жителей в Майнкрафте. Здесь написано, что мне нужно купить в магазине мобильной фурнитуры. Здесь написано, что мне нужно купить в Супротене. Здесь написано, какие детали мне нужно вырезать. Прекрасно. Это не надо. А это, получается, надо. Все, последний лимонад. Лимонад это как называется карта? Так, сейчас. Я тут создал сохранение, точно, я забыл об этом. Получается, мы сейчас... Точно, после лимонада ничего у нас не было? Или было? Записывать ручкой, которая у меня есть. Ладно. 3 gels. Здесь какой-то угол был, я помню. Сейчас, давайте мы вернемся немножечко обратно на предыдущее видео.
Okay, welcome to 3 gels. This is the fourth and final map.
Хотя, кстати, нужно еще кое-что очень важное сделать. Speedrun.com. Portal to. Так. Так. Так.
I honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that.
Так. Отлично.
Map in chapter 7, and again, it's a bit of a long one, and it's a bit of a difficult one, so strap in for this one.
Так.
For this map,
Тут мы делали стак лаунч. И что у нас там было со стак лаунчем?
card, the shadow might not show up unless you're using Vulcan. Look at the right of this shadow, and then
Все прекрасно у нас работает, отлично, как всегда. Хорошо, а потом вторая комната. А что со второй комнатой?
so once you get up here, there's a few things. Your angles to 150.8.
150.8. И во второй комнате у нас... Ух ты ж, хамуха. Все нормально? Ну как тебе сказать? Я не уверен. Да вроде бы.
It can be 0.8 anything, like 0.89, 0.81. This is not precise. Just 150.8.
Угу.
And then shoot that shot and just fall right through. And you might want to strafe a little bit left so that you end up on this platform. Which again looks really
Прекрасно.
weird. Without full right, it's really dark. But anyways, the next thing you want to do is shoot your blue portal in the bottom right corner.
Ну это
here,
я
and
помню,
that'll
а
bump it all
потом...
the way up. That's what portal is here. And you want to shoot.
Семпер. Пыр. Два раза follow. Видимо, мои штуки решили наверстать упущенное. Спасибо за follow. Так, я обещал последнюю главу. Мы сейчас не на последней главе. Давайте это исправим. Подожди. Где я? А, вот. Во. Во. Во, так и было. Отлично, no fade. Все. Вот. Та глава, которую я обещал. 10 раз сыграл в Portal 1. Всего лишь 10? А, мне не написано. Я не переименовал стрим на Твиче с прошлого раза. А зачем? А зачем? Еще и стрим переименовал, чтобы название трансляции соответствовало тому, чем мы на этой трансляции занимаемся. Зачем это нужно? Ой, вы видите мой стрим у меня на стриме. Или 20. 20 тоже мало. Нужно играть в Portal 2, пройти кампанию как минимум 5928 раз. Это как минимум. Судя по моему календарю на фоне, сейчас 23 марта. Календарь, ты не прав, сейчас 27. Я бы мог встать, пойти и передвинуть дату, но я не буду этого делать, потому что мне лень. А почему 2 раза пришло уведомление о фоллове? Почему 2 раза? Почему 2 раза? Я не знаю, почему 2 раза. 2 раза. Возможно, нужно проверять, что... У тебя 1 зритель. Ну... 2. Если верить этим цифрам. Каким цифрам? Я не могу их показать. Короче, да, там есть цифры. Написано, что 1 на Твиче, 1 на Ютубе. Здесь написано... Да нет, ID разные. А, даты? И даты разные. Ну, предположим, что действительно так и было. 2 раза. 2 фоллова. Оказывается, 1. Ну, 1 на Твиче и 1 на Ютубе. У меня трансляция в несколько мест сразу. Ладно. Здесь мы что сделали? 9 раз.
You should have about 1795 speed. And then after that, you shoot an orange portal under you. Fling up through the pipes. Make sure to stay crouched so that if you hit the blue pipe, you don't bounce. And there's an invisible wall here that you can stand on. Make sure to get above that. And then once you're here, you can clip in under there. And jump your way to the end of the level.
Ну, это мы сделали.
Now, one thing I should mention is I did all of that incredibly slowly, obviously. However, if you do it too fast... All right, welcome to test. This is the first map in chapter 8. And it's a pretty long map.
Все, теперь последняя глава, как я и обещал.
Map, so it's definitely one of the easier maps. When you start out here, jump out of the elevator, get through this door. You want to hit this trigger as soon as possible because this trigger will cause Wheatley to start talking. And then after you hit that trigger as early as possible, you just need to make sure to get through that portal before Wheatley says 1. And as long as you do that, you won't lose any time. Because then Wheatley will kind of cut himself off. And then after that, just kind of make your way to the end of this catwalk. it is really... You actually, if you get to the door before Wheatley starts talking, the door won't open until he stops talking, so... You have a lot of time to make this.
Хорошо, давайте попробуем добраться до двери. Сирена! Да не, вроде все нормально. Ну, относительно. Хорошо, мы добрались до двери. Что дальше?
The door won't open until he says solve it, so... I actually tested this. You can essentially just walk the whole thing and you will barely lose any time. So you don't need to bunny hop fast through that at all. Anyways, once you've gotten to this door and it opens, we hit a pretty important cutscene that we're going to skip here. Normally, the way this works is you put this cube on the button, and then Wheatley blocks the door, and he talks at you for an entire minute. However, you can do a cube throw,
Так, ага, cube
and
throw.
if you get to...
Так, надо выпить таблетки. А где таблетки? Где таблетки-то? Где таблетки? Где таблетки? Где таблетки? Кажется, я забыл таблетки в машине. А нет, вот таблетки. У меня даже нет машины. Как можно забыть таблетки в машине, которой нет? Ну, в машине, которой есть, любой дурак забудет таблетки. А ты забудь таблетки в машине, которой нет.
If you're at the door when the button activates, then you can just press up against the door and then go through it. Okay, that was too far. Point is, when you load into the room, normally there's either going to be I think there always is a cube to your right. Sometimes there'll be a cube like right here or something that you can pick up, but there'll always be one here to your right.
Так, хорошо, мы заходим, взяли куб. Дальше.
So when you load in here, this is the method that I like to do the throw, because you have to throw the cube to the button and you have to get to the door before it lands.
Ooh, сложно.
I like to wall strafe along this wall,
Wall
and then
strafe.
once I get to the end, I just jump and throw up and right.
Что я делаю? Давайте заткнем сирену и... Наверное, мем по порталу. Зачем нам мем? Шортс. Так, а можно не будет одновременно всех возможных ошибок? Ладно, хорошо. Ладно, хорошо. Давайте вернемся к нашим баранам.
Spam to the door.
А,
Like this.
что-то у нас не получилось, по-моему. Наверное, прыгать надо. Фак! Ну, я почти справился, конечно. Фак. Ну, почти. Один раз скинул куб, попал на кнопку и не заметил. Ну, у меня вот куб, например, не попадает на кнопку. Да-да-да, на кнопку. Фак! Где куб? Фак! Этот куб не... Ну, типа, если я и куб, то я не куб. Задержал. Привет, Митя. Да. Здорово, Мишеус. Ой. Тут не надо. Circle jumping. Тут надо. Гида-гида-гида-гида-го. А не, надо выше бросать, чтобы у нас было больше времени до двери допрыгнуть. Yep, paradox. Фак. Ты играл Portal с вот этими картами? Ну, карты из мастерской было дело. И что там еще? Что-то еще было. А, Portal Stories Mail играл. Надо еще что-то поиграть. Фак. Да ёкарный бабай! Я не хочу застревать вот здесь. Я хочу нормально проходить карту. Ну как нормально? Нормально спидранить. Давай, я умею в это играть. Играл Story Smell Revolution. Да надо поиграть, там есть еще уж моды. Что там есть? Revolution, Reloaded, Почертег. На жаль, у меня сегодня коллизия с киллышью. Печально, но очень информативно. Отлично, я не кинул куб вообще. Да ёкарный бабай! Paradox time. Нормально, ну не хочешь, так подожди. Вернемся, короче, после коллизии. А, хорошо, ну тогда удачи тебе с тем, что ты там делаешь. Так, стримил в Майнкрафте. Да, было дело, я играл и в Майнкрафт, и многое что я делал. Но сейчас я спидраню Portal 2. И тебе удачи, да, спасибо. Удача мне не помешает. Надо более вправо его кидать! Знак вопроса. Да ёкарный баба, я не могу ходить! Не. А, надо вот так. Нет, не так надо. Главное не потратить на этот скип больше минуты. А может у меня не будет сирены? Можно у меня будет работать все? И не будет орать сирена о том, что ничего не работает. Сар 1.13.13 билд. Че с вебкой? Все нормально с ней. Так и должна выглядеть вебка. Можно я активирую кнопку силой мысли?
You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh. But I tell you, when I do test, oh man alive, nothing feels better. It's just, that's why I've got to test. That's why I've got to test. So, you're going to test, and I'm going to watch. Everything is going to be just.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
Так, я все такой крутой дом в Майн. Зачем дом в Майнкрафте? Надо вырыть нору и жить в норе, как мышь. Дома переоценены. Мяу. Не работает нифига. Не. Не-а. Ладно, может нам что-то еще здесь расскажет интересно.
Now, it can be pretty tricky for sure. And also you can just miss it, but in that case, you can reload your save. Some people also like to do the throw like this. I remember that used to be a way to teach the throw. But I personally just find that more difficult. If you can do this, like, consistently, then go ahead and do it, you know. It's more consistent, it's better. But it is slower. technically, to get all the way to the door and then do the floor. So whatever method works for you. I would recommend this though. It's faster and easier in my
Чуть не
opinion.
подключил донаты, потому что донаты должны быть подключены. Я почти уверен в том, что они подключены. Если, конечно, они не сломались. В таком случае, да поможет вам Бог. Так, говорят, что можно еще взять куб и бросать его отсюда. Ну, не так, только плохо. Ну, не настолько, только плохо.
Ah, yes. You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this.
Ну, возможно, типа, можно попытаться прыгнуть так, кинуть куб.
Ah, yes. I knew you'd solve it.
А, если у меня получилось вот это, то все, жопа.
Ah, yes.
Ну я же возле двери стоял почти. Почему? Отлично, я ударил куб об потолок. Отлично, я опять ударил куб об потолок.
Ah, yes. You have no
Отлично.
idea what it's like.
Каким браузером пользуешься?
I
Libravul.
have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something.
Ладно, допустим. Хорошо, что дальше делать?
One note about the throw is if you keep getting pushed back by the panel, you're going to want to throw the cube a bit higher than you have before, because throwing the cube higher will allow more time for the door. More time for the door opens. Anyway, once you've got to the door, make sure you're holding W against the door, and it should open into this room.
Отлично.
Once you're here, just bunny hop to the end.
Теперь здесь нужно просто пробежать.
And activate this really, really slow elevator.
Активировать
But
этот
I tell you, when I
очень-очень
do
медленный
test-
лифт.
Oh, man alive. Nothing feels better. It's just...
И just... Да, и что дальше
Gonna
делать?
wait for this to go up. And once you're here, you can start jumping to shoot this shot in the top left corner before the elevator comes up. Once this panel goes a little bit above the bottom panel, you can actually jump out of the elevator and go hit this button. Then strafe right into this port.
I've got a test. So, you're going to test, and I'm going to watch. Everything is going to be just...
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
Designed this test myself. Isn't it? Oh, yes.
Каким браузером пользуешься?
Oh, that felt really good. Oh, here's
Я
an idea.
сказал
Since the
Libravul.
test is so difficult, why don't you just keep solving?
Подожди, надо посмотреть видео.
And go into the door. Now, going into the door, activating that dialogue is what's most important to go as fast as possible.
Why? This test. Say what? And I can just
Fuck.
watch you solve it. Yeah, that's
Подожди.
much easier.
Да что такое? Не. Я не умею играть в эту игру. Не. Фак. Я не умею играть в эту игру. Ладно, фиг с ним.
A quick note, if you're going to bunny hop into Wheatley to smash his monitor, doing so too early in this room will crash, or will soft lock the game. So if you just come into the room and immediately smash his monitor, that could soft lock the game. So just...
Так, я не понимаю, почему он так легко сломал его монитор, я не могу. Жаль, ты скинул ссылку на ресторан. Зачем изменять курсор в браузере? Типа, если хочешь какой-то курсор особый, то можно его поменять в системе, если... Ладно.
Be aware of that. And then come out of here.
О, а так будет работать? Не, не хочет. Ой. Так, некий...
Ah, bless your little primate brain. I'm not actually in the room with you, am I? Technology. It's complicated. You can't hurt the big old god face.
Так. Прекрасно.
Same thing, just push the button again. This time, all you have to do is push the button as early as possible. It doesn't really matter how quickly you get into the door, as long as you get there fast. Now here, there's a small dialogue skip, like a 1 second dialogue skip. If you line yourself up against this wall by jumping and hitting your wall, or line yourself up against the door rather, by jumping and hitting it, you can start holding W in between when Wheatley says some and where. Well, he says somewhere. So, some hit.
Here we go. Now, do it again. And nothing. All right, can't blame me for trying. Okay, new tests. New tests. Got to be some tests around here somewhere. Oh, here we go.
Where? And the hit is when you would press W.
Tests. Got to be some tests.
Я не справился.
Somewhere.
And you'll see, normally Wheatley would have said, oh, here we go. But Gladys just interrupts him. And for this elevator, the fate is and. And that's test. I would recommend you practice the cube throw, as it can be pretty challenging for all players, especially for new runners. And it's a pretty huge time save that you're going to want to get. All right, that's all.
Ну хорошо, да дальше что у нас?
All right, welcome to Funnel Intro. This is the
Funnel
second
intro.
map of Chapter 8. And this is the first map where we will get Crouch Fly. So, once we jump out of this elevator...
Только нужно сначала.
into the main room. The hop pattern I like to do here is one forward, one to the side, and it brings you right here, which is exactly where you need to be. Now what we're going to do is put a portal on the floor, kind of wait in the bottom half of it, crouch, and shoot a portal up there. And what that's going to do is we're going to end up being crouched in the funnel, and we are immediately going to have 0 speed. Once we hit the funnel, we want to wait anywhere between like 1.5 to 2 seconds. Waiting more time kind of makes it a little bit safer, but it's obviously slower. And then stand up, shoot a blue portal there, and we'll end up here. Now start holding left.
Что сделать?
It's all right. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
This is one of my tests.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
Допустим.
And then shoot an orange portal on this surface. Now we're flying, if you've done it right.
Только портал я не справился с установкой в правильное место.
Which means, all it means is we're just not affected by gravity. From this point forward until the end of the level, you cannot crouch, because if you crouch, you will stop flying. And then what you want to do is shoot your blue portal here so that you're in the funnel, and then look down there. So that you can grab this cube and kind of float down here. If you end up like getting stuck here and you can't get down to the bottom, just enter this funnel, and then you'll float down.
Fuck.
Down. Also, something to mention is that actually when you're flying down, you want to put the cube in that funnel, kind of up higher, if ideal. And then you want to shoot that blue portal there before the cube goes out. And then when the cube kind of is above this surface, you want to shoot your blue portal there. And then like half a second to a second later, right there. And then walk over to the door. You want to make sure the door doesn't open before you get to it. Because if you're right next to the door when it opens, that activates a huge dialogue skip. So let me just run through that whole chamber again.
Так. Положить куб туда. И...
It's all right. Everything's good. I just invented
Stay at the
some more
back.
tests. Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
Also, something really important to note about crouch fly. So right now, I have crouch fly because of what I did in that funnel when I was floating. When you have crouch fly, you cannot bunny hop. Because if you bunny hop, you just go up, but you don't go back down.
Ну да.
Which is normally an essential part of jumping. So when you have crouch fly,
Yeah.
the best you can do is just to AD spam everywhere, which looks exactly like this. You hold W and you just spam AD. Alternatively, you can try to ground strafe places. Like that. I have heard some people can have success with that. But AD spamming is definitely simpler and easier to become optimal at. Alright. The fate is just the good news is, and that's funnel intro. Something to keep in mind is that crouch fly is preserved between maps. So as long as you don't crouch at all in this map after you get crouch fly, you will have crouch fly in the next map, which is ceiling button. And you're going to need crouch fly for that map. So all of these maps in chapter 8, the ones where you have crouch fly, they kind of flow into each other, where it's like Bet's Raider, where you have to do something in one map in order to do a specific route in the next map. So now that I've loaded into the next map here, you'll see that I have crouch fly, which is going to be very important. Alright, that's all about funnel intro.
Not so far, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that. I'd love to help you solve the tests, but I can't.
Так, у нас все еще есть краудфлай, его не пропатчили. Повезло.
Alright, welcome to Ceiling Button. This is the third map in chapter 8. And for this map, you should have crouch fly preserved from the previous map. Funnel intro. The route I'm going to teach requires you to have crouch fly. So if you don't have crouch fly, you can just do the intended route, I think. Might be the fastest. Or you can look at CM. But you really should have crouch fly. It makes it so much easier. And faster.
Краудфлай. Вот это.
So once you get out here, as soon as you go through this door, what you want to do is jump so that you hit this ceiling. So you're at this kind of predetermined position. And you actually want to start holding crouch here. You'll notice holding crouch doesn't really do anything because I've jumped, and you can't crouch after you jump until you land. So what we're going to do is land on this button and then become crouched as we move right, but the crouching animation will finish in midair, so we won't lose any speed by crouching. And then strafe over to this dropper to grab the cube. Also, we're going to hit the button. So that'll look a little bit like that. Let me demonstrate again. Looks like that. If you
Ну, допустим.
Yeah, made this test myself out of smaller tests that I found lying around. Jammed them all together. It's got funnels, bottomless pits are involved. It's got it all. It's got it all. Absolute dynamite.
Так. Куб! Ладно, хорошо, допустим, подобрал куб, что
If
дальше?
you're having trouble getting to that dropper in time, something you can do is actually hit the button twice. It's kind of a weird thing. So just hit the button once, and then as soon as it pops up, hit it again. It'll take a while for the next cube to spawn, so you should be able to get there in plenty of time. And remember to be crouched for this. That'll make grabbing the cube a lot easier. Now, once you're here with the cube, you're going to want to make the cube kind of touch this button. Not this trigger, actually, but touch the button as soon as possible. Because that'll activate Wheatley's dialogue as you...
Теперь нам нужно заставить куб потрогать кнопку.
can hear. And Wheatley's dialogue is what times the end of the level. So just kind of throw it up there. It doesn't even have to really hit the button, it just has to be close. And then once you've done that, you're going to want to drop the cube on yourself in order to lower down. Something you can also do is you can kind of just like run into the cube. And that'll push you down. But I would just recommend dropping the cube. It's a lot easier. Once you've dropped the cube on yourself and you're at the ground, shoot a portal there. And a portal there. And enter this door. And enter when GLaDOS says a lot of trouble. So.
Так, отлично, значит...
Well done.
А, нужно...
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it.
Допустим, и что?
Let me do a run through of the whole map here. One thing to note is because all of these maps require you to have crouch fly from the previous map, I would recommend making saves for the map so that you can practice them. Because if you just load the map like normal, you won't have crouch fly. So hit the button and strafe right, get the cube.
Strafe right.
Make it touch the button as soon as possible, optimally.
Touch
And
the
then a
button.
portal there to put the cube actually up on the button. And that's it.
And that's it. Oh. Значит, идем туда. Жмем кнопку. Ловим куб и сразу же его теряем. Куб, говно!
Oh, yes. Well done.
All we had to do was pull that lever.
What? Well, no, you pressed the...
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it.
Хорошо, что дальше нам нужно делать? Так, что-то я, по-моему, неправильно надел наушники.
Pretty simple map. Okay, welcome to Wall Button. This is the 4th map in Chapter 8, and again, this map preserves crouch fly from the previous map, so you're going to want to make sure you still have that. By the way, once you're out of the map where you initially get crouch fly, the crouching limitation no longer applies. So if you have what's known as preserved crouch fly, you can crouch. So just keep that in mind, and it's fine. So once you get into this map, you want to hit this trigger as soon as possible because that starts a big cutscene with this stuff, the lights turning on. And then you want to shoot a portal here and here just to get over here faster. And strafe over here to this button. And just hit it. And I usually like to stand around here while all of this is going on.
Так, допустим.
Good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them.
I'm coming, coming. Don't start yet, don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons, shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right. I guess I did stockpile some tests.
Допустим, я нажал на кнопку.
In my experience, that results in me dying. I have not died while standing here. If you stand in the wrong spot here, while this cutscene finishes up, it's kind of possible to just die. I don't know exactly why. I think it's like you hit this button, or this button moves into you. But if you have Bets Rider, obviously, then I don't think you'll die. So, I usually just stand about there to avoid it anyway.
Ну хорошо, допустим, я буду стоять здесь. И что дальше?
So strafe out here. And also, sometimes here there's like weird collision that can kind of stop you from strafing. I like to crouch in order to avoid that. So hit this button, stand here, and shoot a portal there.
И выстроить портал там.
And now you're going to want to look here, because when this is done moving, it's going to move you a little bit to the left, and then you'll be able to shoot. And then you want to move right to grab the cube that's about to fall out of the dropper.
Сложно. Не
Like so.
сложно, подожди.
Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. To be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
Подожди.
I thought of some good news.
У меня сохранение аж здесь. Надо не забывать сохранять игру.
Coming, coming. Don't start yet, don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons, shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right. I guess I
Отлично, у меня свет сломался.
just as mementos, though.
And there we go. To be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
Ну, во-первых, я не справился с выстреливанием этого портала. Во-вторых, я не справился с выстреливанием этого портала. Ну и в-третьих... Я не могу пройти. Не так это делается.
And if you miss the cube, you can just push the button again. No biggie. Now, for this shot, there's two options you have for this shot. What I do and what I find easier is you can shoot this blue portal in the top left of this corner and then crouch and then run into the cube in order to put yourself at the ground. Another option that you have is to shoot the blue portal precisely on this line. And if you do it right, you will just be able to walk into the blue portal without crouching, and you'll immediately be on the ground here. That is technically faster.
Давайте попробуем еще раз.
Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons, shook them out, good as new.
Спидлок.
Right. I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
Да.
Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
Фак! Куб! Почему он падает так быстро?
Seamless.
Что, не может падать медленнее? Дебил
Don't
какой-то
start
этот
yet,
куб.
don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos.
Фак!
Don't start yet, don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
And there we go.
Я потерял куб.
Can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
Что? Второй куб?
Don't start yet,
понял.
don't start yet. Don't start yet, don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests.
А можно я буду мочь ходить?
Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. To be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
Ладно, допустим, я попал
But I
сюда.
find that doing this shot precisely on the line can be a little bit challenging. Either way, you're going to want to end up on this platform. And from here you have two options. You just want to get the cube to that button. The easier way to do it is to shoot a portal there and a portal there and just put it in the funnel and then let it get up there. Gotta let it get pretty high. And then kind of move it across and then put it in the button. Something else you can do is just put it there and throw the cube up. Actually, I should mention, normally when you would do a cube throw up, you would jump, but obviously you have crouch fly, so you can't jump. So what you can do is stand in this door and jump, and it'll push you back down. So you can throw the cube up like so, and the funnel will help it stay in place. For a super advanced route, what you can do is actually the same cube throw, but just without a funnel.
Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Ah. Oh.
А фак! И верните мне куба. Ага.
Oh no, it's happening sooner than I expected.
That's the fastest way to end it, but that cube throw can be a little bit weird. Also, one kind of important thing that I should note. When you first grab this cube, it'll be really close to you. But if you drop it and re-grab it, it'll be further away from you. So when you're flying over here, you want to kind of lightly throw the cube up and then drop it and re-grab it so that it's closer to you. And that way you can end up here.
Oh.
And you can do that throw if you're good with cube throws. You can do the same throw with a funnel. Or if you can't hit the throw at all, you can use this funnel. But using this funnel is really slow, so I would try to go for this throw at least. All right. Now, to do the whole map in succession, and there's a little dialogue skip at the end that I'll go over real quick.
I'm coming, don't start yet. You're not going to believe this. I found a sealed off way. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons, shook them out, good as new.
I just kind of have to wait for this to be done. It's important to re-grab the cube.
Be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
Alright. Now right there I did something kind of odd. There's a dialogue skip that you can get here. If you get the throw, either just the normal throw or with the funnel.
Disappointed.
And you walk into the door. And you're walking into the elevator. Ideally, to get the dialogue skip, you want to release forward for a fraction of a second. Somewhere like between a quarter.
Ладно, диалог все не запомню нормально.
And a half a second.
Как-нибудь другой раз.
Oh, and you also want to be on the ground. That'll help.
Disappointed.
It's a bit tight. It sometimes just doesn't work.
Еще лучше. Оно еще не работает.
But that's what it sounds like if you get it. And if you don't get it, again, no biggie. It's only like a few seconds. But just something else to keep in mind. And you just enter after she says, oh no, and before it's happening. If you get the dialogue skip, just enter as soon as possible. Alright, that's all you need to know about wall button. Alright, welcome to Polarity.
Polarity.
This is the 5th map in chapter 8.
Пятая карта.
And this is one of the shortest and one of the easiest maps in the game. So
Короткая
rejoice, this should only be a few
простая.
minutes. Once you come out of here, you will have crouch fly still from the
Crouch
previous
fly,
map.
да.
So make sure you have that.
Да. Crouch fly.
And just kind of strafe AD spam and strafe up to here. Now as soon as you get out of this door, you want to jump so that you hit this ceiling, kind of like we did back in wall button. And it'll look like that. And then
Значит, что мы хотим сделать?
Alright, so that last test was...
and once you're here, while you're in midair, shoot a portal on that funnel, and then shoot a portal there.
seriously disappointed. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her. It's not enough! If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
and you're done. That's the map. You enter this elevator as soon as possible.
Ага.
So, just to go over again that insanely difficult route. Shoot a portal up there, and you can strafe here to go faster. And then shoot a blue portal down there, and walk out of it.
Угу. Давайте еще раз.
Probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so it's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this.
Going in the funnel will kill your fly, so you won't have fly anymore, so you can bunny hop normally after this.
Все, большего я умею летать.
Now just to do a full speed run of this map.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil is it's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you
And
solve
enter
a
this as soon
simple
as
test?
possible.
I might have pushed that moron thing.
That's the map. I wasn't kidding. It really is kind of the shortest and simplest map in the game. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Отлично.
Alright, welcome to...
Мы забыли это. Включить повтор на этом видео, что на фоне. Мне никто об этом не сказал. Почему никто не сказал, что у меня видео на фоне закончилось? Ладно. Давайте продолжим. Funnel catch.
Funnel catch. This is the 6th map in
Funnel
Chapter 8.
catch. 6th map
And this
in
map,
Chapter 8.
you actually won't have
Oh.
fly because you lost fly in the previous map, and then that'll carry over to here.
У нас
So you can
нет
just bunny hop out of this elevator like
поли-
normal.
У нас нет политирования.
And for this map,
Политирование?
used to be a few routes a few years ago, but then we found a
Полирование.
route that's, while it's not the easiest route to do, anybody should be able to perform it if you just take it a little slow, and it's really fast. So, once you enter this map, shoot an orange portal here, and then shoot your blue portal kind of on this cross, the top left corner of the cross in this portal. It's not really precise, but I like to aim it there.
Ага. Отлично.
Now he's playing classical music.
For consistency. Now get through this portal so that you're standing on the blue portal, and try not to be touching or near the edges of the blue portal, as that can kind of mess you up a little bit. Once you're out here, you want to look in this general area. And then right on this surface, you want to take this blue dot,
Blue
the
dot.
rightmost blue dot on the ground, look at the top of the blue dot,
Top
and
of the
shoot
blue dot.
the portal that you're not currently in. So I'm in the blue portal. I'm going to shoot my orange portal here. And it should go right there.
Отлично. Здесь мне нужно стрелять. Допустим.
The shot can be very finicky. If you just shoot at the topmost area of that blue dot, it should be like 90% consistent. But don't be afraid to move it around a little bit to get the shot. Anyway, once you've done that, you're now standing here in this very weird spot with a button. What you're going to want to do is hit the button and then jump down off of that pipe, shoot that surface, and then grab the cube that falls down out of that dropper, like so.
Oh. Мне кажется, я сделал что-то не так. А, у меня бэтстрайдер. Я не могу умереть. Забыл. Простите.
Oh, sorry. I hope that didn't
было
disturb you too much then. It was the
стрелять
sound of
туда.
books, pages being turned. So that's just what I was doing. Just reading books. So nothing more on. Anyway, just finished the last one. Just now the hardest one. Machiavelli. Do not know what all the fuss was about. Understood it perfectly. Have you read that one?
Yes.
Yeah, doubt it. Well, on with the test. Wish there was more books. Well, there's not.
Да я не могу подобрать куб, вы чё? Ну ладно, наверное, так тоже можно. И потерять куб, видимо, тоже можно.
Oh, what was that? That was nothing. That was nothing.
Hello? А у тебя нету никакого вот этого, чтобы тебя... Сойдет. Подожди, как ты сделал?
Shoot that surface and then grab the cube that falls down out of that dropper.
Ага,
like
нажать
so.
на кнопку. А, ты просто падаешь. Давайте вернемся к нашим баранам. Нет, стоять. Вернемся к нашим баранам. Угу. Как я так сделал? Отличная идея. Нажать на кнопку, не нажать на кнопку и упасть. Куб! Ну я подобрал куб. Ну я не подобрал куб. Ну я портал выстрелил. Я подобрал... Ладно. Так не считается. Не так надо. Вот так надо, я понимаю. А, у нас монитора нет.
And land here. Now, once you're here, you can either just go through here, put the cube on the button, or you can actually kind of throw the cube right and up out of the portal, and that'll throw it right to the button. If you do it wrong, though, that happens. So make sure you actually throw it up, too, and not just
Ладно, я
right.
лучше подойду к этой кнопке.
It can still save time.
Oh, what was that? That was nothing. That was nothing.
And you want to make sure to get through the door before his dialogue stops, so that GLaDOS starts talking immediately. All right. Now to run through this whole map again.
Так, у нас опять все сломалось. Ну, не все, вернее, только часть. Не, все нормально. Мгм, так тоже можно. Ну, то есть нельзя. Ну, если, конечно, мы хотим пройти карту, то нельзя. А если... Катячин! Качинг. Да не хочу я сюда, мне сюда не надо. Или диалог. Да ёжик. Да, давайте попрыгаем на этой трубе. Давайте... А, нет. Давайте упадем. Я подобрал куб. И выстрелил портал. Так что почти все задачи выполнены. Но я не подобрал куб. Ну, я не справился, конечно, с задачей, но... Угу. Фак. Да, давай придумаем свой маршрут. Зачем нам использовать уже придуманный за нас, если мы можем придумать свой? Ладно. И упасть в яму. Фак! Гай! Не, у него, наверное, нету ничего специального. Ее можно выключить. Да, я так и хотел.
The body he's squatting in, my body, has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable, unless you...
Because it's pretty small, but there's a lot of details in that small movement. So there, and then blue there. Or, you know, blue and orange, either one.
Да-да. Да-да. Да. Давайте, не знаю, логи, что ли, пытаемся почитать. Где он? Вот наши логи. Error opening output. IO error. Можно как-то более понятную ошибку писать, но, видимо, не можно. Видимо, кому это надо, понятные ошибки. Зачем это надо, если можно просто... Ну, IO error, типа, ну... У нас опять какая-то сирена, я даже не знаю уже, эти сирены или просто так, или... Ну ладно, все нормально вроде бы, когда.
Shoot.
Он типа прыгает.
And I end up here. And I can do my cube throw, but again, that can happen, so I'd only recommend doing the cube throw if you are really comfortable with it. I shot the wrong portal. Don't do that. Just get that cube on the button as fast as possible, and then enter here. Now this dialogue's a little long, and the elevator's also pretty slow, so just enter when she says unbearable. And then that's everything you should need to know about funnel catch. That shot really is the hardest part about the route. Even if it takes you like 5, even 10 seconds to get the shot, it's probably faster than some other routes that exist. So I'd highly recommend doing that route. There aren't really any other routes that are even close in speed. All right, that's all.
Так,
Okay, welcome to Stop the Box. This is
stop the box.
the 7th map in Chapter 8. And again, just like the previous map, you don't have crouch fly here, so you can jump out of that elevator,
Отлично, у нас нет
And-
краудфлая.
do all this stuff. Once you get to here, you're going to want to grab that cube by pushing this button. And there's 2 ways you can do that. The recommended way to do that is to put portals there and there, hit this button, and then as soon as a little bit after the cube lands on that faith plate, you go on this faith plate and grab the cube out of midair, like so.
Ага. Понятно. Легко. Шеф же будет.
Don't mind mind me just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me? I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that?
Task failed
Closer
successfully.
to me, I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving a little bit closer to me. I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving. Do you know what? I've got too many of around here. Monitors. I was actually thinking earlier today. I wish I had fewer monitors that were working. So you're just helping me really by smashing them. A little bit closer to me. I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. Proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that?
That can be a little tricky, so let me show it again. Your window for grabbing it is pretty lenient.
Так,
Oh, sorry, I could have swore you said something.
допустим. И что дальше?
But if you can't get that, then another thing you can do is just the intended route, which is this, actually. You can either try to grab the cube there, or if it just lands down there, just put your bridge there. And go through it.
Ну
And then
хорошо.
here. But that's really slow, so I really would recommend trying to learn how to do this.
Ну хорошо, у меня есть
And then
куб,
you
что
land up here.
дальше?
Once you're up here, we're about to go down there to put the cube on the button. We don't actually need this bridge here, both because you likely have Bet's Rider, and even if you don't have Bet's Rider, you can put the cube on the button fast enough so that you won't get shot by the turrets. But if you don't have Bet's Rider and you don't think you can go fast enough, put a safety portal there to prevent you from getting shot
Не,
by the turrets.
безопасность нам не нужна.
Then just jump down here, put the cube on the button. Then if that portal's down there, you'll have to portal up here in order to finish the level. If you don't have the safety portal, there's a little bit something different you can do to end the level. You can actually just come right out of that orange portal here. Then just jump to this platform.
Окей.
Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if
Fuck!
there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that was the solution. What am I missing?
Fuck! Ага, и диалог мы уже давно пропустили.
It's like the same speed, but I like doing it just because it's more convenient, honestly. None of it saves time because of dialogue.
Ага,
So, let me demonstrate
диалог.
the full...
Ладно, тогда я не буду этой ерундой заниматься.
Proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that? Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you said something.
Куб убежал. Куб дебил.
Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that was the solution. What am I
Отлично,
missing?
мы можем сделать с такой же скоростью быстро.
route.
Ну, то есть скорость с быстрой скоростью.
Again, really recommend doing that.
Скорость, достаточная скорость, чтобы со скоростью достаточной пройти, когда оно не успевает, и он успел. Ну, то есть говорит, когда это, и мы приходим, время у нас еще остается, быстрее, чем если медленнее, и когда идешь, то вперед, как бы, ну, то есть что так, что эдак.
Alright, welcome.
В общем, лазер катапульт.
The laser catapult. This is the 8th map in chapter 8.
8-я карта.
And this map, you start off without fly. However, we are going to get fly in this map. So once you have fly, just as a reminder, you cannot crouch at all or you will lose it until a map transition, and then you can crouch. So once you get out here and through this door, jump your way over to this spot so that you can see this portal surface.
Ага.
Shoot portals there, and then portal stand here on this orange portal, and look at this slanted wall and do a portal stand. So shoot blue and then just move right into the portal at the same time.
Значит, что мне предлагаете сделать?
Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these and then watch 10 at once. Get them all solved.
Отлично, я упал вниз, надеюсь, это не
It'll look like
критично.
that.
А, он тоже... Нет, подожди, он не падает
And then
вниз.
once you're there, shoot this blue portal just on the ground anywhere here so it's out of the way and you can stand on the surface freely. Now move to the left of the surface and shoot the orange portal in that corner. You don't want the portal. You don't want...
Фак.
Concentrated burst of science.
Надо было...
I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a
Oh.
wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright?
На
I don't
этой
want to
штуке
spoil the
можно
ending when I
стоять.
watch it later.
Чё сделать?
the funnel to come out of the portal. Shoot it in the left so that it doesn't come out.
А чё, в смысле, что он не выходит? А-а-а! Так, ну это определенно связано с тем, что... А, с тем, что нужно было встать вот сюда, а потом стрелять. Нет? Не работает. Ну все, это пропатчили.
Now, once you've confirmed that the corner left of the surface out of the way and you can stand on the surface freely. Now move to the left of the surface and shoot the orange portal in that corner.
О! Все, не пропатчили, нормально.
You don't want...
Может...
Shoot the blue portal there so that you go through it. Once you go through the portal, wait about 2 seconds and then crouch and uncrouch. And then shoot the orange portal away. Right. Walk forward and you will have funnel fly. And once you're here, you're going to want to strafe over to this panel, jump off of it, and hit your head on this ceiling. Once you're here, strafe into this pipe in order to go down and land on one of these surfaces. You can land here or here. If you have a lot of downward speed, it might be safer to land here, but landing here is faster.
Так, прекрасно. Теперь мы хотим... Нет, мы хотим не так. Мы хотим этот потолок и сюда.
And then at that point, just walk into this door.
А, и просто войти?
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from
And wait to enter.
bad decisions. Because I
Так, что-то у нас еще много времени в этом видео,
So I'm
подозрительно.
gonna go over that one more time because there was kind of a lot going on there.
Как будто бы что-то еще нас тут ждет, но карта закончилась.
Also, something I mentioned, that's actually, I have kind of a different way of getting fly. There's a few ways you get fly. The important thing to know about getting fly is that you need to be standing still in a funnel for about 2 seconds, and then you need to change your crouch state, whether that means being crouched from uncrouched or being uncrouched from being crouched. Normally, it's a lot easier, or it's a lot more useful to have standing crouch fly, which means that you uncrouch out of a funnel. However, you can't just enter the funnel, crouch, and then as long as you stay crouched, you keep your fly. But if you uncrouched, you lose fly. Obviously, that's a lot less useful. So what I like to do is as soon as I get through that portal, I crouch and I move here. You can't move all the way to the front of the portal because then you'll go through. But I crouch and I move close to the front. And then wait your 2 seconds, uncrouch, shoot the orange portal. And moving to the front means that you just have to spend less time moving in this slow funnel. And then I move forward and I have fly. Make sure you don't hit that ceiling. You come and hit this ceiling. Hit that pipe. And end the level. If you are a little bit more advanced, this is maybe for high, intermediate to advanced. There's a faster way that you can end the level, and that involves hitting this pipe at exactly the right speed to go down. It's a little bit harder than I make it look, but it's not like crazy difficult or anything. It's just kind of easy to mess up, so beware of that.
Эй! Это ваша труба. Эй, это ваша другая труба. Не.
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any. Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding.
Отлично.
When you do it. It is faster though.
Отлично. Оу, фак. Мне ж после сохранения. Да зачем падать, я не понимаю. Ай. Так, потолок, труба.
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding.
Надо еще это. Диалог правильно было бы зайти. Ну, кому это надо?
Hannah Brainwave, I'm going to tape you solving these and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
And an important thing to note here is that if you get through that fizzler before Wheatley stops talking, that's as fast as you can complete the map. There is no going any faster. So you can actually, if you're sufficiently fast, you can afford to wait a little bit for that crouch fly just to be extra safe, because it's not going to save any time to go faster.
Specifically designed to make bad decisions.
All right.
Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required.
That's all you need to know about laser catapult.
Ну, давайте следующее.
All right, welcome to Laser Platform. This is the 9th map.
Laser platform.
My facility. This place is self-destructing, you idiot. Destruct.
In Chapter 8. And you will have crouch fly in this map from the previous map.
Да.
Laser
Crouch
catapult.
fly.
So the route I'm going to be going over for this involves crouch fly. However, there are routes that don't involve crouch fly that you can find if you search the internet. But what I'm going to be going over here
Yeah,
involves
crouch
crouch fly.
fly.
So once you enter here,
Crouch
shoot a
fly.
portal there. Really anywhere on the surface, I like to shoot it right there, but it doesn't matter too much. And there. Now do a portal stand here. Shoot and back up into this portal at the same time.
То есть...
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all time's sake. 2,
And now this button activates that cube. And ideally, if you're fast enough, you would hit that button and grab the cube.
Ага.
1 or 2 more
В
tremors.
идеале он говорит, что мы нажмем на кнопку.
Overheating.
More tremors in there, just for fun.
Warning. Core overheating.
I then tremors in there, just for fun.
Warning. Core overheating.
I then keep his job, I'm not a monster.
Core overheating.
I then keep his job, I'm not a monster. Ignore what he's saying, then. Just keep on testing.
Ты понял?
Warning. Core overheating.
I then keep his job, I'm not a monster. Ignore what he's saying, then. Just keep on testing.
Ладно, хорошо, если не могу куб взять.
However, getting to the cube quickly can be a little bit challenging for a lot of beginners. So what you can do is hit the button, and then hit the button again, which gives you ample time to come again.
Warning. Core overheating.
I let him keep his job. I'm not a monster. Ignore what he's saying, but just keep on testing.
Get the cube. And if you're a super expert, you can hit the button, shoot that portal there, and then grab the cube. Because once you grab the cube, you're going to have to shoot the portal there anyway, which just is a slowdown. So anyway, regardless of how you do it, you need to end up flying here with a cube, and with a portal down there, and with your orange portal here. Make sure not to replace this orange portal, because then you won't be able to walk into it properly.
Значит, короче, что мы делаем, да? Мы тыкаем в кнопку 2 раза.
Monster. Ignore what he's saying, but just keep on testing.
Да, именно так мы и делаем.
So just walk in there, and then shoot an orange portal there. And this part's a little weird. You want this corner of the laser cube.
А, ну это просто. Что тут берешь, короче. И... Нет, сначала так.
Do you know what I've got too many of around here?
What?
Monitors. I was actually thinking earlier today. I wish I had fewer monitors that were working. So you're just helping me. All right, still nothing. Let's keep moving. Sorry about the lift. It's out of service because it melted.
Подожди.
Cube to kind of rest on the portal. You can see that is angled a little bit, and it is activating the receptacle. There's a chance, if it's a little off, that you can hold up against the door, and by reshooting this orange portal, you'll get it to activate the receptacle for a little bit. But I wouldn't like count on that for anything. Optimally, you want to try to get this to be as accurate as possible.
Ну, допустим.
It's a weird thing. You just kind of got to get a feel for it. And then once you've done that, we're going to be exiting the chamber here. And this is the real reason why Crouchfly saves so much time. So what you want to do is walk off of this, strafe to the right. Make sure you don't hit the funnel, because if you hit the funnel, you will lose your Crouchfly. Make sure you don't hit the funnel. The way I like to do that is to strafe off the left side, and then
Значит, нам нужно каким-то образом не сделать не так. Да ёжик! Допустим так. Что дальше?
strafe right. But you can also just strafe off the right and do that. And fly alongside the funnel the whole way. Important thing to note. You do not want to hit this trigger, because hitting that trigger will disable the funnel. So what that means in practicality is you just want to make sure you keep a good distance away from the funnel right up until you hit about here. Now right here there's actually a slight route divergence.
Ёкарный бабай, почему так сложно? И что здесь делать надо?
There's a route you can do if you don't have Bet's Rider. And there's a route that you can do if you have Bet's Rider that only saves like half a second. So I'll just kind of teach the regular route first and then the advanced Bet's Rider thing. So the regular route, you go all the way to this wall, and then you tap the funnel, and you strafe right. Tapping the funnel will make you lose Crouchfly, and you should land down here. Now, instead of going to the end, you actually have to go backwards and hit this trigger to make the ending doors open, and then just go back and fall in the end. So going at full speed, it looks like this. Make sure to maintain a distance from the funnel so you don't disable it. And then here, start going towards it so that you can strafe out of it.
Допустим.
Now, the Bet's Rider advanced route looks a little different. You enter the funnel as soon as you pass this thing. I should actually give myself Beth's Rider before I do this, because again, if you don't have Beth's Rider, you'll die doing this.
Отлично.
You pass the funnel. You enter the funnel just as you pass this thing. And there's an invisible clip brush here. Actually, that's kind of huge, that you can just stand on. And once you get past this area, the clip brush will give way.
Значит...
And you fall down here and activate it like normal. So that route in full looks like this. Make sure to land here so that you activate.
Ага, я понял. Так, нет, подожди, что-то не так. Что-то не так. Допустим, как-то так.
The doors and then go in. Again, you need Beth's Rider for that, otherwise you will die. There's a death trigger there. Alright, now here's the whole map. With kind of beginner-ish routes. Hit the button twice, makes grabbing the cube easier. Toss it up to shoot that portal. Shoot your orange portal. Tilt that. If it doesn't work, you can try reshooting that portal while holding up against the door. Make sure to keep your distance from the funnel. And then go in at the last second. And that's laser platform. Alright, well, welcome to...
Welcome. Отлично.
Propulsion Polarity. This map is one of the shorter ones again.
Propulsion.
Kind of an easier one. There's one route to it. When you start this map, you won't have crouch fly. So the most important thing is to get out of this door as soon as possible, because there's a trigger here that starts Wheatley talking. And it starts a whole cutscene where this place opens. So once you get out of this door, shoot a portal there and then under you and hit that button. And then shoot a portal there, there on that funnel, and then there, so that you can get the cube towards you.
Отлично, нужно получить куб.
Oh, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem, I'll make it.
Отлично, я взял куб.
Once the cube is safe from the pit, shoot that portal, put the cube on the button. And then walk into the edge of this funnel.
Exit for your test.
Wait 2 seconds, crouch, look a little bit above, kind of in that height, above that thing, and then strafe to the end. This strafe is going to feel weird because you have slow fly, because you're going up at a certain velocity. So the straafe's going to feel really weird and slow. Just keep that in mind.
Угу.
There, bing, good, perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for other test subjects. No luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though. Reminds me, I've got a big.
All right, and you also have to do this route at a certain speed. Otherwise, when you get here, you won't be able to shoot a portal there, which means that you'll have a really slow elevator.
Test ready.
Не получилось ничего.
Oh, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. Good, perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for other test subjects. No luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though. Reminds me, I've got a big surprise for you.
Fuck!
Slow.
Не нужно бить микрофон.
I like to look down to place that cube. Sometimes it does that. And then wait your 2 seconds. Look about here. Make sure not to go too early. I would wait until at least it starts breaking if you want to be safe about it. You need to look at Peabody there. Otherwise, you can soft lock. And
Subjects, no luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, not a problem. I'll just.
Ah!
I'll make an exit for your test. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test.
Fuck!
I'll make an exit for your test. There, bing, good, perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for other test subjects. No luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though. Reminds me. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for you. Not a problem.
Fuck.
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one.
Ага.
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There, bing, good, perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for other test subjects. No luck there.
Fuck!
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There, bing, good, perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for. You two are gonna love this big surprise. Ah, you're alive! Great. Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There. Bing. Good. Perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you when poking around for other test subjects. Ah, you're alive! Great. Yeah, just
Так,
Ah, you're alive! Great. Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So,
Куб, почему ты лежишь не там, где должен?
Ah, you're alive! Great. Ah, you're alive! Great. Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test.
Так, куб. Прекрасно.
There. Bing. Good. Perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you when poking around for other tests.
Так я не могу попасть в эту штуку.
Ah, you're alive! Great. Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There. Bing. Good. Perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you when poking around for...
Угу. Почти.
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just,
Не, я кнопку не нажал.
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just, getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There. Bing. Good. Perfect. On you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you when poking around. You two are gonna love this big surprise. In
Отлично.
fact, you might say you're going to love it to death. You're gonna love it until it kills you, till you're dead. All right. I don't know whether you're picking up on what I'm saying there, but
Угу.
The container area of the test reaches its destination. There's about a half a second where the fizzlers won't be test when air. You want to spam
Все?
shoot
Видео у нас
because
больше не работает?
when the container.
Ну...
All
Справедливо.
right, welcome to Repulsion Polarity. This map is one of the shorter ones again, kind of an easier one. There's one.
Справедливо. Логично. Логично.
Route to it. When you start this map, you won't have crouch fly, so the most important thing is to get out of this door as soon as possible because there's a trigger here that starts Wheatley talking.
Thanks, we get.
Мгм. Ну да.
and it starts a whole cutscene.
Угу. Так, теперь я слышу, но на стриме не слышно. Логично. 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 Хм.
You want to shoot the funnel there. You want to spam shoot because when the container area of the test reaches its destination, there's about a half a second where the fizzlers won't be on, but you can still shoot a portal. You need to shoot a portal there because having that portal there, having this funnel here is what enables the ending dialogue. So if there's no funnel here, there's no dialogue, and you'll lose a lot of time. So full speed again.
You're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for...
I'll show you my cue for when you can leave earliest, because it's possible to leave the funnel too early.
Exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test.
Usually, if you leave when he says exit or anywhere after, it should be fine, as long as you are constantly looking at Peabody there.
Good. Perfect. Good.
You have to be like in the chamber area and looking at Peabody for him to leave.
You two are gonna love this big surprise. In fact, you might
And I usually just enter on death
You're
here.
going to love it to death. You're gonna love it.
Alright, that should be everything you need to know about repulsion polarity. Pretty simple map.
Propulsion catch.
Okay, welcome to repulsion polarity, for real this time.
Так, ну я думаю, что у нас все равно тут еще осталось вот всякие финале фор, там всякие окьюбонькал, поэтому мы все равно не закончим за 10 минут, за 9 минут. К тому же у нас опять ничего не работает, поэтому я думаю, что мы... на сегодня будем заканчивать. Допустим. Ну а на этом мы закончим. Всем спасибо, что в эфире, если вы в записи. Это было продолжение Мышеуса по тому, как все ломается. Следующее продолжение будет по расписанию. Расписание в описании или в расписании. 70... 73, 39, 42... Нет, не помогло. 73, 39, 42, 7, 17, 43, 1980, 5928. Ну и, собственно, все.